What's up, everybody? Professor T on Tech, coming back with another video on yet another racing game. You'll see I really like racing games. I'm mostly going to be focusing actually on older games. This is just another game that for all the Nintendo Switch players out there, I wanted to go ahead and let people see a gameplay of this because I haven't seen that many specifically focus on Nintendo Switch version of this game to really give you guys some of the nuance of it. So this is Grid Autosport game. Many of us have probably played on other systems and probably on PC, which is where I know it. So I started a brand new career mode here, and we're gonna jump in. And I'm gonna show you guys. It's gonna be a long one, so make sure you're ready to be with me for the long haul. We're gonna play through the beginning of the career one series on this video, so that way you guys can get a real good feel for it. So we gotta go to professional. We're not doing no rookie. We're going straight into it. We're going straight into career mode. That's some good music in this game too, though. You know what I'm saying? Gotta be ready to torque. Gotta be ready to torque up in here. Got some club music. Do 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 boo boo. Yeah yeah. Oh, the complaint I got though with this game though, this joint be taking a stupid long time to load. Come on now, finally. Goes a cutscene. I guess that's our character right now getting in the car. Sunday, race, 2 laps. Gave us an Audi. Oh shit, I'm hitting the. Wait, hold on. Time out. We gotta get the controls on point. You see that? Okay, so let me address something with the controls now, because this is a concern that I think a lot of people that really play racing games, and I'm assuming if you're interested in grid, you probably play racing games, so you'll know what I'm talking about. This is a concern. The controller for Nintendo Switch. The Nintendo Switch controllers, they do not have pressure sensitive buttons, which was something that was a big risk for Nintendo to do when they came out with the Switch. Because I mean, how much would it have costed them to put those in? I mean, we're talking about DualShock 2 stuff with pressure sensitive buttons. They could have at least put it on the triggers, but Nintendo, they chose not to do that. My assumption is that they probably figured that people that play Nintendo Switch aren't going to play games that require pressure sensitive buttons, and they might be right, because look how long it took us to get Grid Autosport, and then we just got Need for Speed remastered Hot Pursuit, so it did take a while. But the point is, with a game like Grid Autosport that's more leaning toward a simulation driving game, having pressure sensitive buttons so that you can really have that range of motion that you can put for how hard that you want to push the accelerator, how hard you want to push the brakes is a big deal. So this is how they address that. There's a lot of different control schemes here. I've tried. So they have the dual Joy-Con and Toy-Con, car and pedal. So that's self-explanatory. You hold Joy-Cons, motion controls type of situation. I'll click on it so you can see what it looks like. In case anybody might be interested in that. So that's what that's talking about. You put the motion controls on, and you basically use your both hands to do that. Then you got the solo Joy-Con. That's also, you probably get the gist. It's motion controls. Basically Mario Kart type stuff or something like that. Also you could do that for dual player if you want. It takes away some of the extra buttons for more nuance. Then of course there's the GameCube controller. I haven't bought one of those adapters yet because I don't have any GameCube controllers, but I want one. But the GameCube, that had triggers that, from what I guess, had some range of motion in them, and apparently those were pressure sensitive in some sort of a way. So those actually do work if you hook up a GameCube controller to do that. So that's pretty neat. It's cool that they supported that. But this is the setup that I'm doing here. I'm using the Pro controller. So this is their answer right here to how they would let you get that nuance over your pedals. They put it on the right stick. That's kind of something that we've seen before, like Midnight Club, LA, and a few other games from have done that, where you use the analog stick to control your accelerating and braking. I don't like that personally because my brain isn't smart enough to have both of my thumbs moving in different directions like that. I'm sure some people can do that. I can't. So this is how I do it. Also, too, there's the Hori wheel. I might have to mess around and get me one of those because they have it so well supported on here. But that's supported fully in this game. This is what I use, the classic with the buttons. And what that does is it basically, your triggers are your gas and brake, but it's digital, so it's all or nothing. You hit the trigger, it's smashed all the way down for the gas. You hit the brake, it's smashed all the way down for the brake. So we're gonna go ahead and restart that. Now that I got, all right, so now we're in. We got the controls on point. Okay, so yeah, when you're using the triggers, they're digital, meaning that there's not any travel to them. There's not even pressure sensitive, so that gives you like a little bit of a semblance of, if you squeeze it harder, it's pushing the pedal down farther. So with that being said, it's really not that bad. If you play a lot of racing games, you kind of learn how to, if you want to not smash out so hard, you just gotta tap on the button repeatedly instead of holding it down. That plus, depending on the difficulty level, they do give you a little bit of an assist with the amount of throttle that's being applied. My opinion of the handling on this game, though, like I said, it's leaning toward being a simulation driving game. Depending on the difficulty settings, even at the higher, is leaning toward being a full-on driving sim. But it's definitely, this is something that you can pick up and play if you're not a hardcore, die-hard simulation driving game fan. You'll be able to play it. But yeah, the handling though is definitely pretty slippery at times. It does have flashback, which I need right now. But you guys thinking about starting your own gaming channel, this is harder than it looks, having to think of stuff to say while also concentrating on the game. I'm not that good at grid, but especially using it within controller instead of the steering wheel and pedal setup I got for my PC. But usually I don't stink it up this bad. I'm in 11th place right now. Now I'm all up on the grass. I'm gonna stay on the grass too. But yeah, this is weird playing it with a controller instead of steering wheel and pedals, but somebody else crashed on that one. The other thing too with these, you actually do have to not drive like a jerk like you do in arcade games. You actually have to use some semblance of real life racing techniques with cornering and passing. So this is definitely a more realistic leaning game. As far as the actual racing tactics, though, that's very realistic. Anybody that watches racing on TV, these are all real, driving behaviors where everybody's kind of in a line. You have to do drafting. My car gets really, really squirrely when it gets to high speeds, I notice on this particular race. They just kind of throw you in, though, anyway. You don't really get any warm-up with this car so that you can get a feel for it. It's a very fast car that has very weird handling because it's all-wheel drive. Let's talk about the graphics. The graphics look good. Grid is also an old game too, to be fair. So don't expect this to be looking like brand new 2019, 2020 type graphics. This is a older series. It's been around for a minute, so Grid, you know, it's gonna look like Grid, but it's a good looking game. It's got plenty of detail. I'm trading paint on them. I'm getting annoyed with this car though, because this isn't the car or setup I would pick in the career mode once we get in here. Alright, so you see what my car is looking like. So once we get into the actual races, I'm going to have to do a little cleaner than that. You heard it. Now let her do the talking. These loading times are kind of long on this version of the game. Career Hub. So I'm going to start a new season. You see your progress and whatnot. Let's go right in. So you have touring, endurance, open wheel, tuner, street, and then grid is like the beef sniffer. Huh. So we're gonna go to street. This is my favorite discipline in the game. Alright, so as you can see, there's a bunch of different championships that you're going to go through as you progress through the game. Starts off with letting you do these two. We're going to go to Alpine Stars. You pick your team. Each team has different objectives and different things. Like you see Team Target, finish 5th or above. Finish above Paul Koch in the Drivers Championship. Razor Motorsport. Real brands, by the way. Finish 6th or above in the Drivers Championship. Team bonus, finish 5th or above in the Team Championship. This is actually an easier. I'm going to do this one. And then you can see the details of each season. So this shows you the races you're going to be doing. So that's what the races right there. That's the different circuits. That's the cars you're going to get. This gives you the objectives, so you have a bunch of achievements you could do. You get a teammate, and get Giuseppe. That's my teammate. Alright, Giuseppe. Let's see what we can do. Like I said, this is going to be a long video, y'all, so you better be ready. Get you a Domino's pizza, or if you live in New York State, somewhere where there's good pizza like me, call up your boys around the corner. Get a pizza, sandwich, some pop. This is going to be a long video. Number 1. So you can hear your partner talking to you in grid for people that haven't played the game before. So you have a partner. And the way that this type of racing works, because I don't understand. Everybody that plays games is a motorsports fan. You have a team, and what place you get in is how many points you get. So, you know, your teammate, my teammate for this series, Giuseppe, we have to both try to do good, and the amount of points that we get at the end for our team, that gets added up, and that's how whoever has the most points wins. So practice, we ain't talking about the game, we talk about practice. We go right into the game, we picking up the sticks, we go into the race. We got time for no practice. Pick up the sticks. Let's go. So you can see my car. Got the Volkswagen. Yeah, one of the wagons. Yeah. I'm not gonna talk that much during the races. I'm gonna warn you of that now, probably, because I'm gonna do aggressive, man. We're gonna try to make some passes here. I would recommend learning the tracks. This game is pretty serious. You gotta learn the tracks. And try not to hit people because your car takes damage. See, in this game, unlike Gran Turismo, it takes damage. So if you crash too much, you can actually crash out. Something that you'll learn too once you actually have played the game enough, like if you've played these types of games, eventually you stop paying attention to the racing lines because they're more of a distraction. Especially once you get a real good feel for the physics of the game and the car that you're driving too. You know, once you get a feel for the handling. I'm going to make a pass right now. We got a nice straightaway. Passing you on this yellow Golf. Move. Move. Who you think you are, Herbie the Love Bug? Move. Who you think you are, Bumblebee from the original Transformers? Move. Move it. And we got these minis. Come on, floor it. Stand on it. Let's go. Power. Uh-oh, I'm all up on the wall. Alright, we gotta slow down here. We gotta calm down. I just crashed. Let me run it back because we gotta use the rewind. I'll use the rewind and everything. Come on, stand on it. Now get out of his way because he's gonna mess me up anyway. Break. Now go. Stand on it. Smash. Smash out. Smash out. We're in fourth. Come on. Go. 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 Slow it down. Slow it down. Smash. Smash out. That was a bad corner. It mattered though because I'm still in fourth. Where's Giuseppe? He's got body work damage. Which place are you in? What are you doing in mid-pack, Giuseppe? Get up. Get your butt up here. Make a pass. Come on. Drafting. What the heck was that? Hold up. Run that back. What did I run over? I ran something over right there. I ran over the little bumper on the corner. That's what I did. I'm gonna focus. I'm gonna take you out of focus. Drag racing. This game actually does use the HD rumble pretty well. Like you can feel it pretty good. So they actually got kind of creative with that. When you run over bumps, they give you a little bit of HD rumble. Of course, when you hit something, which I do a lot, you get HD rumble there. Hard braking, hard braking. I'm actually doing pretty good. I might need to raise the difficulty. I might have it too easy. I put it on professional, I think. This is way too easy though, because I shouldn't be in third. I should be at like ninth right now. The way I've been driving. I've been doing horrible. But you know what? It's okay. See, with these games, these are the games right here that I like for racing games, you know, where you could just play it. You don't even need any crap. See, once I start talking, I stop concentrating. What I was going to say, though, is I like these games because you don't even need any competition. You can just try to have fun with the physics and figure out how to beat your best time on these tracks. To me, that's what the most important part of racing games are, is the driving. Is it fun to drive the cars in the game and try to figure out how do you make them go faster? Which is not by losing control like that. For people that might be wondering, because I do play a lot of these types of games, racing games on my computer, it does make a big difference when you have a wheel. Even a not very expensive wheel will make a huge difference, just because the steering wheel and pedals, for one thing, it feels more like a real car, and also it helps because with the steering wheel you got all those degrees of motion to turn versus moving it like 1 inch from side to side by Pro Controller right now. You know, you got an entire range of motion to turn the wheel in order to decide how hard that you want to turn in. Yeah, this I might have to raise the difficulty. I shouldn't be coming in first with that horrible of a performance. All right, so Giuseppe, he did okay. He got a 7. Okay, Giuseppe, we can work with that. Let's see what our place is. So I got 21 points. He has 7 points. So we're second. See how it works? Even though I'm 1, since he did so doo-doo, we actually have less points than Intel. Dude, I might have to legit... Okay, I'm not going to raise the difficulty, but that was too easy. When I played Grid before, it should be kicking my butt. I should be coming in like 11th on every race. You play that bad. Like I said, I have played the game Grid before, so I do know how to play it. So, alright, let's go. For Team Razor. Hot Hatch Street, Washington. This actually is cool. See how you can see the Washington Monument in the background? I haven't been to DC in a long time. I gotta get back to DC when we can finally be allowed to travel again. Stuff we take for granted. Once again, no practice. Pick up the sticks. We going right in the race, fam. Where they do that at? Practice. Washington. Let's go, baby. Let's see the difficulty on this though. We go see how this race goes. I think I might have to raise it because the last race they had me looking like Richard Petty, Dale Earnhardt, it's Lewis Hamilton combined on that last race. Coming in first like that. See, but the first thing, see, this is the thing, you know, I don't like the wheel because you can hear my controller. I'm doing the tap technique. That's my technique for when I have to do these racing games with the controller. I had to tap it and, you know, not put too much power down or whatever. See, I'm driving pretty clean this lap. This isn't a bad lap. Actually, could have took that turn a little bit faster. See, the way I would describe racing is you want to go as fast as you can for as long as you can. So when you get to the corners, it's all about how fast can your car make that turn and how long can you accelerate until you get into that turn and how quickly can you accelerate out of that turn. Okay, Giuseppe. I gotta stay off the walls. I think it was Giuseppe is right in front of me on this race. Yeah, that's Giuseppe right there. Come on, Giuseppe. Giuseppe Romano. It's named that stereotypical. It's like, gee, I wonder where he's from. Really, Giuseppe? Come on, man. You're driving like a punk right now. Don't be afraid to crash. I'm not afraid to dirty up my car. Move. Okay, we gotta use the flashback on that one. I gotta use it again. So the key to using flashback is to actually not crash immediately after you just used it. Yeah. I'm playing this game in dock mode, by the way, on Nintendo Switch, which may be obvious to people because otherwise how else would I have an HDMI output to record this? But we had dock mode, and for those that might not be familiar with Nintendo Switch, when you're using it in dock mode instead of using it as a handheld system, it's supposed to give you a little bit more performance. So, you know, the frame rate is fine. You know, it's not like watching a slideshow or anything. It looks fine. You know, I'm starting to get to the point that, you know, I play enough games on my computer that I can start to see like when it's a little bit smoother when games are running at a higher frame rate. So I can tell this isn't quite as smooth, but it's good enough. Like I said, I gotta concentrate because I don't want to embarrass myself here, you know. Yeah, I'm in third right now. I feel like the AI could be a lot more savage though. Third place. Giuseppe came in 8th. Hey, that was good enough for us to get 49. We took the lead. Got some XP. The coupe. I like that coupe. It's not a coupe. It's a coupe. Dubai. And Giuseppe, he needs to start pulling his weight. I'm carrying the team on my back. My back is aching from carrying the team this whole time. Look at those Beamers. You know, the little BMW. We ain't practicing. Pick up the sticks and jump in the race. We're in Dubai, as you can see. Got the tall buildings all around. I see all the fans watching. That's my rival right there. I gotta try to do better than he is. Nathan McCain. Where's my partner at? Finally, Giuseppe carries his weight. Second place. Let's see how long he can hold it. Are you serious right now? I was trying to race and not put a scratch on my car. So you can see on here the surfaces are different. You can see like in this little cobblestone here, you got to be a little more careful because it's slippery. You know, the Integra or whatever kind of car this is, something. It's front wheel drive, so I lost control completely. I gotta use my rewind. Alright, so from here I'm gonna actually just put a spine scratch on my car. That was more than a scratch. Alright, I gotta use it again. This section has always killed me on this track. It just gets so slick. You gotta go so carefully. My door is hanging off. You can really feel like all the little bumps in the road with the HD rumble though too. They did a good job of that, communicating, you know, the little bumps in the road. I'm doing terrible. See, this is more like how I should be doing right now. I should be like dead last because I'm driving awful. These turns are horrible. See, if I play this long enough, I'll get used to how to make the controller feel confident. And I probably will do a lot better. Or I might mess around and get that Hori Nintendo Switch racing wheel, dominate on Mario Kart. Careful. Can't stand this section of the track. Slowing down. Concentrating. Put too much steering here, put in. Clean. I should get a bonus for that. I didn't hit anything once. I'm gonna take him on the inside, smash out on him. We gotta get some overtakes right now. Got a nice long straightaway. I'm gonna try to. Come on, power. Power! Oh my. Oh my. I'm so offended. Slowing down. Going. This is your weakness right here. This section of the track. You gotta be careful now. Come on. Clean. Look at it. Not a scratch on me. Oh, careful, careful. No, we gotta use the rewind. I got one more. Bring me right here. In fact, I would brake a little bit on him. Power out. Darn. Do I have any more rewinds? That might have been my last one, but I need it on this section bad. Brake a little bit. Power! Yeah. Come on, power. Power. Power! Make a pass right now. You know what? I will take that because I deserve a 9th place finish. Giuseppe finally pulled his weight. About time. I'm still number one overall. What about the team? Team is still number one. Narrow lead. 1 point ahead of Raven West. We got one more race to go. We gotta hold this lead. Next event, Street Coupe. Barcelona. 1.5 mile long circuit track. Giuseppe's making a nice comeback. He's 4th overall now. We're jumping right into the race again. You already know we ain't practicing, picking up the sticks. I'm curious how many people are really going to watch me play this for this long. We'll have to see. Alright, so I got to put some distance between me and Faisal Mahmoud. So we're going to do that and try not to crash. Faisal is playing dirty right now. Trading paint. These guys just don't care. I'm not going to waste my rewinds yet. I'm going to save that for later on. Right now my main goal is to be clean around this track. I'm focused so hard right now. You can probably tell because I'm not saying a whole lot. This is a beautiful environment we're driving through. In Barcelona. Careful. Catch up to that. Go get Faisal. Okay. Making it happen, making it happen. There you go, Faisal, that a boy. What if you could adjust the dead zone on your controller here? I feel like I gotta move the sticks awfully far in order to turn left and right. Uh-oh, I set the fastest lap. I'm so focused right now. You know what though? Some people probably don't mind that when I get focused I don't talk a lot. I know a lot of gamers on here on YouTube, they just talk the entire time and just say stupid stuff just to be saying it. Go on. We got this. This game is pretty calm though, you know, gridded. That's why I actually like these racing games. They relax me, believe it or not. They're calm. It's soothing. Okay, second place, baby. Come on, Owen. Hold on, I gotta use it. I'm using my rewind. Put me all the way back here. I came in too hot. Power! I still came in a little bit too hot. I'll take second place. Second place ain't bad. I beat Faisal Mahmood. You hear that? Take that, Faisal. Take that, Faisal. And the team won. How many objectives did I clear? End of season 1. Sweet. Of level 2. First place. And that's the end of one season. So you can see the XP that I got. So there you have it. That's what one season looks like. So now that I did that, I unlocked some more races. So I unlocked Hella Flush World Masters. So there you have it. That's one season of Grid on Nintendo Switch. So you guys can see what the game looks like. You know, if you guys like the game, you guys have this yourself and played it, leave a comment down below. Tell me your thoughts on it. You guys are liking this, so you're messing with it, let me know, and I'll continue to do some more seasons, and I'll put them up.